Hello, everyone. My name is Carrie, and I am sharing my cultural journey quilt. So, the first element of my cultural identity that I wanted to share is that I am a non religious humanist. I was actually raised in a very religious environment, and I left the Christian church when I was 20 because the teachings did not resonate with me, and I developed my own sense of morality based on secular humanism. This is a very important part of my identity today. One thing that I think is notable about humanism is that you don't need a higher power or a God in order to behave ethically and morally. Instead, you act out of goodness for its own sake and to bring more good into the world. Another aspect of my identity is that I come from working class roots. This is a picture of my grandparents' very humble trailer where I spent most of my childhood. And I think this is really important because I understand what it's like to come from a very humble beginning. I don't feel that I live this way now, but I'm glad that I had this experience when I was younger. It helped me really develop an appreciation for the important things in life, and I have a lot of love for the world from which I came. Another aspect of my identity is that I'm very, very connected to nature, particularly the nature of the Pacific Northwest. The mountains and the forest and the water in this area are almost like people to me. I see them as my friends. And this is actually a very important cultural component in this area. Many people share this same sensibility of being very connected to the land. I am also a special needs parent. My son is autistic, and being a special needs parent really changes the way that you see the world. And it helps you to understand privilege within our society, those who are in the mainstream versus those who are on the margins. And being a parent to a special needs child has taught me so much about compassion, about humility, but also about the need to really dig in and fight for those who have traditionally been marginalized in society, but particularly listening to their voices and giving them the strength to advocate for themselves. It has been the single most enlightening experience of my life, and I'm still very much in the thick of it. This picture is for an IEP, an individualized education plan, and those of us who have kids with IEPs know how horrendous this can truly be, but also how much children often really, really suffer in the educational system when they don't fit the mainstream norms. I am a researcher, so I've been working in scientific research for the last 10 years or so. And I see this as a big part of my identity. It informs how I think about the brain and the body and the human experience as it is based on our biology. I've also spent a lot of time traveling and I speak several languages, and I see this as a big part of my identity because it has really opened up the world to me and helped me to understand people who are different from me and people who have different experiences. And last, I put this here. I'm a maker. I enjoy crafts. I enjoy sewing and painting, making things out of wood. And I enjoy also learning about traditional handicrafts of different cultures. I think that making is a very good way to connect to other people, and it can be a good way to bring beauty into the world, and it's an important part of my identity. Thanks so much for listening to this presentation, and I'm looking forward to hearing others as well.